Okay, we'll stand for the pledge. Jim Fortunato will lead us.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Good morning. I'm going to say happy 4th because it's here, even though today is the 1st of July already, if you can believe that. It's crazy. Today is the Commissioner's 26th meeting of the year. It is Thursday, July 1st at approximately 10:05 a.m. And we will call this meeting officially to order. And we'll ask if anyone has any public comments. You'll have 3 to 5 minutes, name and address for the record. Okay, well, with that being said, we'll go into our board meeting. I need a motion to approve previous minutes of board meeting number 25 and approval of bills for payment.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Ditzler,
Yes.
Commissioner Emilio Righetti,
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficante.
Yes, moving on, journal entry number 1.
Motion to approve journal entry number 1.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Ditzler,
Yes.
Commissioner Emilio Righetti,
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficante.
Yes, travels A and B. We'll begin with OMB, and Audrey, you're going to handle those.
Yes.
Okay.
Commissioners, the first one is for our grants department to attend board community meetings, grant planning, grant development meetings, project sites, special projects, CDBG meetings, seminars, conferences within the state of Ohio from July through December of 2021, but an estimated amount of $3,000 and it's non-general.
Okay,
And
letter B.
Item B is for our risk management department, attend Safety Council, Ohio, BWC, CCAO, Corsa, seminars, conferences, et cetera, within the state of Ohio from July 1st through December 31st and estimated at $2,800.
Very good. Thank you, Audrey. Motion to approve travels A and B.
Motion approved number 2, travels A and B.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Ditzler,
Yes.
Commissioner Emilio Righetti,
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficante.
Yes, moving on, agreements. We have letters A through F. And letter A, I believe Randy Muth. Welcome, sir, our director.
Thank you, Commissioner Trafficante. Yes, I've been working with Audrey in the prosecutor's office. We're seeking to lease about 5,000 square feet of space on the second floor of the Children's Services building. Currently, we occupy floors 3 and 4. As you guys know, when I started, we were one of 4 counties that still maintained government-operated group homes. We had 22 positions there. As part of the CSB modernization project, we closed those group homes and recreated those positions in the main building. And we were able at that point to absorb those positions with the allocated space, but just barely. Subsequent to that, a couple things have happened. The prosecutor has made an additional attorney available to us. We've had an additional legal secretary, but most significantly, due to landmark changes in the way the federal government is funding child welfare across the country, which will go into effect October 1st, it will be possible and probable that we will be able to enter into contracts with service providers to provide up to 9 full-time case managers and therapists to work alongside us to prevent children from coming into care. The best case scenario for that is to have those private providers co-located with our staff. We're just simply not going to be able to absorb 9 new positions. We don't have the space. So we need this additional space on the second floor. We're hoping that the commission will agree to lease that to us. We can certainly afford it within the CSB budget. This will be money that will be transferred from us to you through interoffice agreement.
Thank you, Randy. Case well made. Appreciate it. Okay, letter B, Audrey.
Commissioners, this is agreement with Mahoning Valley Community School for approximately 3,300 square feet of space at Oak Hill Renaissance Building for 2 years with the renewal options. The administrative staff will be housed in Oak Hill. They currently didn't have their staff space where they were, did not carry over into July.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, Convention Visitors Bureau, Linda McCullough.
Good morning, Commissioners. Letter C is an agreement with Group Tour Media for advertising in their November issue, which will be their annual planning issue. We're hoping that charter buses start to resume traveling next year for sure. So we want to be out there and advertising in this publication.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Linda. And Engineers, DE and F, Pat.
Good morning, everybody. Letter D is an agreement with Tri-County Tool and Supply. This was for repairs for our Mohawk lift in the amount of $387. These are non-general funds. Letter E is an agreement with GIS Cartography and Publishing Services for the printing and shipping of the 2021 county maps in the amount of $4,740, also non-general funds. And letter F is an agreement with Grace Services for the 2021 county guardrail spraying for vegetation control in the estimated amount of $10,950, also non-general funds.
Okay, thank you, sir. Motion to approve agreements, letters A through F.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Ditzler?
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati?
Yes.
Commissioner Chafficanty?
Yes, resolutions, number one.
Motion to approve resolutions number 1 additions.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Ditzler?
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati?
Yes.
Commissioner Chafficanty?
Yes. Record of bids 2A, Jimmy.
Advertisement for bids resulted in only one proposal being received for waste removal services for the various county buildings. It's with Waste Management. We're currently reviewing the existing contract in terms of the new proposal to see for recommendations.
Thank you, Mr. Fortunato. Motion to approve record of bids 2A.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Ditzler?
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati?
Yes.
Commissioner Chafficanty?
Yes. Resolution awards 3A sanitary, Pat Genetti.
Commissioners, this is the award of improvement number 516, which is the roof replacement project for the Meander, Camel, Craig Beach, and New Middletown wastewater treatment plants. The low bidder was Boak & Sons in the amount of $1,687,300. $1,687,300. This was non-general, and they were the only bid.
Okay. All right. Any questions on that? No? Okay, motion to approve.
Motion to approve number 3 resolution of awards A.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Ditzler?
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati?
Yes.
Commissioner Chafficanty?
Yes. 4 resolutions A through C. Audrey, letter A.
Okay. Commissioners, this is projects that will be funded through the American Rescue Plan. Resolution is to approve the agreement and expenditures with the following agencies and funded by the American Rescue Plan, which United Way for $600,000 and then Second Harvest Food Bank for $300,000. Anthony.
Very good, yes. And we have United Way here with us. We have Mr. Bob Hannon and Roxanne Seavest, and we also have Second Harvest Food Bank here, Ms. Klein. So we'll begin with United Way. Bob?
Well, I just want to thank you for your confidence and belief in United Way, and I assure you those dollars will be put to good use over the next 3 years. Audrey, it's great working with you. You've made it seamless and easy with our staff, and I think all of you have been out at least once to see the work we do on Saturday mornings with our Saturday Day of Caring. And every Saturday, they want to know if Carol's going to bring that pizza.
Yeah.
But really, these dollars in this economy are so needed for us. And I'll just close by saying, our nuts and bolts of raising dollars is workplace giving, and that significantly has declined in the community with less people working. So to get this funding is essential for us to make sure we help the most vulnerable people in the community. So we're just here to say thank you, and I assure you we'll put those dollars to good use. So thanks.
Thank you, Bob. Roxanne, would you care to comment?
Sure.
She's a go-getter.
Oh, yes,
Oh, yeah, she follows up. She reminds me, phone call, email.
Good.
She's excellent.
again, thank you guys so much for this funding. It is going to help us with our funding our agencies, doing a lot of our recovery. We're in our recovery mode right now as far as, post-pandemic or in the pandemic, trying to get our agencies back up, trying to get our work back to the proper levels and adapting to the new way of life right now. So we really appreciate the help. We have volunteers coming out. You all have come out. Anna comes out. Audrey, thank you for everything. Nancy, thank you as well. It's been a good process for us to work with you guys and to know that we are serving the entire county with these dollars. We're getting everywhere from Sebring to North Jackson, the Camel Struthers, Jackstown, everywhere with the funding that you're providing. So we are serving Mahoning County. So thank you.
Thank you very much. And Miriam Klein from Second Harvest Food Bank, welcome. Good to meet you and see
Thank
you.
you all. I'm here to thank you all for these funds on behalf of the food bank and all the people that we serve. These funds will provide an additional 1.8 million meals in the next 2 years to a lot of hungry people in our community. And of course, that will serve all of Mahoning County, rural areas and the urban areas. So thank you once again.
That is fantastic. Thank you very, very much.
And Commissioner,
Yes.
I
Yes.
also want to acknowledge Anna and Sharon Hackett. They work so hard on these agreements and getting everything done and tirelessly making sure that everything was done while I was on vacation for 2 weeks. I seen those emails going back and forth. So I do appreciate everybody coming around, and I also want to acknowledge their hard work on this.
And we as well, Audrey, and recognize you and all of your efforts of coordinating all of this stuff. And Bob, Roxanne, and Merriman, we couldn't do it without you. And it's the best place we could put our dollars because you have the outreach, you have the tentacles, the most needed in this community, and you've got the entire county covered. Sometimes we can't get out to Sebring, we can't get out to those other areas. Homeless people, you've helped us with that, the shut-ins. We physically could not have handled that. Thank God that you were there. And for Second Harvest, feeding the need in this valley. And Mike Iberis is a dear friend of mine. You tell him I said hello.
I
We
will.
appreciate all your work.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay. And then letter B, Audrey?
This is a resolution authorizing property improvements, resolution approving the agreement with Direction Home of Eastern Ohio for the management of the renewal levy funds. And so basically when we did the levy, we had to renew the agreement that we have with them, which they'll be administering for next year.
Thank you.
And then item C is a resolution authorizing property improvements by Masco Inc. at 160 Marwood Circle and approving the second lease amendment and delegate certain authority to MCBDD to grant further permission for alterations, additions, improvements under the lease agreement. That way, so that smaller things don't necessarily have to come to the board since DD is funding those things.
Thank you, Audrey. That was a mouthful there.
It was.
Yes, it was.
Glad you read it. Motion to approve resolutions.
Motion to approve number 4, resolutions A through C.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Ditzler?
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati?
Yes. Yes.
Commissioner Chafficanty?
Yes. And for the good of the order, any elected officials or department heads care to comment or anyone in the room? Marty Loney, nice to see you, sir.
Thank you.
Port Authority Director,
Yeah,
what's
everything's
happening?
Going pretty well. Building trade's going really well, really busy across all the trades. Port Authority's doing great. Really some exciting things coming up. Really good time to be in Mahoning County right now. It's a good deal. Just want to recognize United Way with the day of caring that they do on the Saturdays. There's so many volunteers that show up in the school districts that come out and really help. And you see these kids get invested in that. And it's a really nice thing to see that they go through. We will host from AFL-CIO September 18th, the Day of Caring for that through the Community Services AFL-CIO on September 18th. There'll be probably 100 or so union members out there distributing and doing what we can do. So appreciate everything. Yep. Thank you.
And Marty, we appreciate all those efforts too during the pandemic. Because we know how labor works with United Way and everyone.
It's been a great partnership, quite honestly, with the community services and some of the wheelchair ramps and things that we do. The price of lumber has gone up exponentially there and trying to find that right fit and where we go through. But Billy Keel just does an absolutely wonderful job with them and really keeps everybody in the loop. So it's been a really nice fit.
I want to personally thank you. On another note, we had a call, a person was in desperate need of a wheelchair ramp, and it was handled within a day or two. So I wanted to say thank you.
Works out good. Yeah.
I wish I could build one.
It's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
So, you have it, you have the abilities, through union counselors and different organizations that we get involved with. When you see the need and it's the right thing to do, it's pretty easy to make that decision. So, yeah, thanks for everything. Though.
Thank you. Thank you. Anyone else?
Commissioners, I just want to give an update.
Okay.
Mainline paving on Mahoning Avenue is complete. The project is not complete yet. They still have to do the manhole adjustments. Again, just to caution people to take their time, there's going to be still a lot of people working on the roads. And, these people want to go home to their families at night. So don't text when you're driving through construction zones. There's a lot of activity. Yesterday, I was made aware that there's a water break on Mahoning Avenue right in front of Walmart. So they'll be digging through the brand new asphalt today to repair that. And it seems like that happens to us a lot whenever you're coming in doing these construction projects, paving projects. It disturbs, the ground underneath, and these things happen. But they'll get it repaired. Youngstown Water's out there this morning, and I'm sure they'll get through that as quick as they can. Also want to, give shout out to Bob and Roxanne. I try to attend as many of the United Way events as I can, and everything they do is just top quality, first class, and they're just great people in everything they do. You can't thank them enough for just the amount of hours and time they put in for the people they help. So just want to give them a little shout. They deserve it, and I'm sure they don't hear it enough.
We agree, and that's why we're so confident in extending the funds to their agency for all the hard work that they do.
Hey,
Thank
Pat.
you. Dave, go ahead.
Pat, one thing I wanted to add, I had a voicemail message this morning from a friend of mine in Austin Town, said that on Mahoning, right by the Arby's, that I'm not sure if it's a construction site where the new store is going in or what, but he said somebody dumped a load of slag, half on the new pavement, half on the side of the road, and it's getting drug onto the new pavement.
We were on them yesterday about that, Dave. There was some tracking, there was some stone on the road, and actually part of their survey crew used the paving company's cones to close the lane off, which was not permitted by us. We went out and told them they had to shut that down and open that lane back up because there was not enough warning signs. And the general manager of the construction site personally got in the machine and cleaned off the road. So yeah, there was some tracking and some stone out there, but they took care of that.
Oh, great, thank you, thank you.
We also have issues with the gas company too. They're working up by Route 11. There's been some disturbance there too. So we've been staying on top of those to try to, I guess, minimize the damage to the brand new road.
I must say, it's very smooth, Pat.
It really is.
Oh my gosh. I could take the ones where the manholes, I mean, I could take that. That road is like a dream now.
Well, those, once the manholes are done, there's about 185, 186 manholes on that job that need adjusted. There's a few of them that are settled over the years that will be flush to the road, but they're going to redo all of them, so it'll be nice and smooth. Just watch your speed now.
Pat, can I ask a question? Are they going to continue that down through Youngstown, down through the bridge? Or are they going to like drop it right at the line in Austin Town?
Well, our project took it right through Meridian Road, just past the intersection. So that's where we will stop as a county. I'm not sure if the city of Youngstown has taken it any further or not. I haven't heard anything.
It would be so nice if the city would just continue that all the way down. I mean, that would be like, that would really develop the corridor in that area and bring it up to a standard. Because they're starting to redevelop some of the businesses on Mahoning. So I just think having a nice road would be ideal.
Pat, were you surprised that a project of that magnitude, 5 miles of paving, that it finished as fast as it did?
I'll be honest with you, I really was. I thought it was going to be more of an inconvenience and more of a hassle, but they really clipped through. Once they started the paving, I knew it was going to move, but I didn't think it was going to go that fast. And we even had a few days where they were calling for rain, where the contractor was called off, and I was upset because I thought it was going to take longer, but they really got through it pretty quickly and with minimal inconvenience. You know, when they were in front of Giant Eagle and Walmart, that was probably the worst, but that was only for, you know, a couple of days. And even the delays were relatively minor. We got a lot of compliments on the safety people out there. The flaggers and the traffic control people did a phenomenal job, and I'm not aware of any accidents that occurred. So I have to give credit out where it's due, and they did a wonderful job on this project.
No doubt about it. The coordination was amazing. That's a well-traveled road. And when we first talked about that project, I'm like, oh my God, what are we going to do all this traffic? And you really had it handled. So, you know, congratulations.
Yeah, ODOT's had Kirk Road and Turner Road shut down for like a year to paint a bridge or something, and you guys paved the whole road in 4 days.
5 miles.
You know, turn it over to the state and stretch it out for 5 years.
That's the turnpike, and they're replacing the bridges. They're not just painting them. But I'll
Every
take it.
time I turn around, you got one of my roads closed.
They're gonna hire you as a flagger.
That's right.
Hey, I'd be flagging them all
You
through,
would be the
right on
YMCA
through.
guy.
There's no closes. We'll go up around the berm and in the yard and back out, you know, circle them around.
I could just imagine that.
Thank you,
Pat,
Pat.
how's the young man doing that was hit on the lawnmower?
He's doing well. He's recovering. Like I said, he had some bumps and bruises and was sore, but he's anxious to get back to work. He just hasn't been released yet, but he's in good spirits, and thankfully it was nothing serious. Could have been a lot worse. Had he not had his seatbelt on, it could have been a much worse situation. And this was a person in a, you know, wide open area that got hit by a distracted driver. So like I said, I always try to caution people, especially in these construction zones that are tighter. There's people moving in and out of them. You know, it can happen on a wide open road. It can certainly happen in a construction zone, but he's doing well. And like I said, he's anxious to come back.
Good. Thank you. Okay, anyone else? Lou.
I just want to say that Berlin Township has ongoing appliance drive that runs through this Saturday. And then Saturday the 10th at the Canfor Fairgrounds, we're doing another tire collection drive out there.
Very good.
And how many tires are they allowed to bring in?
The first 4 are free and then $2 thereafter, and that's still a deal. You try to take it to a private sector, they're going to charge you about $4 a tire.
Lou, are those tires ended up being shredded? Do they compost them? What do they do?
The lion's share of them are turned into tire derived fuel. So they're essentially they essentially baked. It's called pyrolysis, and they bake these tires in absence of oxygen. Is what ends up happening, and it's far more environmentally friendly. There's nothing that's going out into the sky as far as smoke and any of that. It's way better technology than incinerators were in the past. But the lion's share is tire derived fuel. Tires burn very hot, subsequently make a lot of fuel. And then maybe 10-15% of it is turned into crumb rubber and used for parking bumpers and playgrounds and things like that.
Very good.
That's some things Carol big.
So you know what, if I may.
Go ahead.
Lou, so those, the recycled tires, think if they're gonna use that for different things, they could use that for like park benches and things in that respect as well, or is it just a limited?
Park benches are generally restricted right now to the plastic film bags that you take over to the grocery stores.
Right.
So those benches primarily are made out of plastic bags. The tires, though, right now, Liberty Tire is the biggest player in the state of Ohio, and the majority of the tires they collect, and they have contracts with us, are used for that tire-derived fuel purpose.
Oh, that's amazing. Good job.
Anyone else? No? Okay. Carol, Dave?
I don't know, I just wanna thank the United Way and Second Food Harvest and everyone that distributes. I've been to both, And it's an experience. And as I've said, and I've always will say, nowadays we do have the working. And with help through the pandemic and moving forward, I hope that changes as well. But thank God someone's there to help them, feed them, because the worst thing in the world is to not be able to feed your family, I think. So I commend you on that. That's a social service to everyone in Mahoning County. I just want to tell everyone to have a happy, healthy, and safe 4th of July. You know, if you're gonna do anything with fireworks, be very careful. We're very limited on what we're allowed to do and what we're not. So be careful with those over the weekend. Marty, thank you for the Port Authority. It just, it's very easy. I mean, everybody gets along, the whole committee, the workers, and all the help that you give us with all the projects we're working on.
It's been a good last couple of years, that's for
Oh,
sure.
it has been. And I understand from reading in the paper and getting phone calls that the governor is our capital budget, and the governor is supposed to sign that probably in the next 3 days. And I'm looking at our YDC project that will be funded to a degree. And that phone call and email train was the best thing. I mean, not that nothing else is, but that was the best thing that we could have heard. That was awesome. To help the most
Goes right
underserved.
back to what you say before, Carol. It's the right project, it's the right thing to do. And that is one of the only ones that'll be in the country, similar to this. So it was absolutely the right way to go, and we're glad to be able to be a part of it.
Oh, and it's a model. It's a model for this whole country to look at how can we serve the individuals that can't help themselves and give them the opportunity. With all the agencies there, they're going to teach the young people different trades to be a part of it, as we all could go up and volunteer and give some of our experience to them as they could go forward. I mean, I just think I can't say enough about that. I really can't. That's like the best thing ever. When those phone calls from Michelle and Mike and the text messages from everybody start rolling in, I said, oh my God, finally, after how many years? 5 years. But we got it.
Well, but that doesn't happen without the commissioner stepping up and doing that to
Right.
begin with. So that, don't think that that's lost on the community also, because the three of you did exactly what was right to get that project going. So it was a big boost to get that to the point where it is now.
And it's just, we had a team, our team, Audrey's team, your team. Can't do anything alone.
Yeah.
The legislators, the chamber to some degree, and we have our team. So I always say that you can't do anything by yourself. You need to engage in the team. And we have a good one.
I need some team members to come over and help me weed.
How much you paying?
Are you
It's a
paying?
team, it's a team.
I'm talking about me.
With
20?
Bob and Roxanne and Miriam will feed you,
I'll come,
feed you.
because I'll work it off, see?
So how far back are we gonna clean up? Weed whacker?
Well, as far back as Bella runs to, quite a ways,
Quite a ways. Oh my God.
quite a ways.
You could hire some of the interns.
Yeah, I need quite a few interns.
Oh my God. So
I'll
need my
pick up where you
backhoe.
left off and really thank, Bob, Roxanne, with, you guys with the United Way just do an amazing job, that day of sharing and caring, and all the people that show up on Saturday, it's like clockwork. They run the routes and, people, 40, 50 drivers come and get their cars loaded, and they know where to go and, who to take care of. And, and I've heard so many stories, they become friends with the people they drop things off to. I know Roxanne was telling us about that, taking her to the doctor and helping people do different things. And, and that's really what it's all about. And, the same with Mike and Miriam. Yeah, thank you for the great job Second Harvest does, with the taking to the schools, continuing through the programs at schools through the summers, and different the food banks and the, what's it called, actually with the school itself,
The school pantries.
pantries, the school pantries, yeah.
That is the
And,
greatest.
so those are, you don't realize the need is there all year round. And the people take advantage of that can, and how important it is for us to create the food pantries at all the school systems. But, thank you so much. And, we're so happy to be able to participate with United Way and the Second Harvest and so many others that do an amazing job to help people, and the Jewish Community Center and the things that they've done on behalf of shut-ins and people, and that the need is there. And like Carol said, there's a need of a lot of people that are working poor, that have a tough time making ends meet. So we thank all of your help. I don't know if we talked about this, but we had an opportunity to go to the Historical Society and get that award for the courthouse. And Jimmy, you and you and, you and Paul and just everybody had an opportunity to really lead the charge on that. And it was nice to see all the Jimmy Sutman there, and the Port Authority was there, and, and how they participated with the old Harshman building. And who else got an award, Anthony?
You have the.
There was
Right here.
There were how many?
This was their 146th meeting. They thanked all their donors. Mr. Zoldan spoke. And then we had
My God.
the monastery, Mahoning County Courthouse,
Yeah.
the Eastern Gateway Community College, Isle World Headquarters. And then we had Joseph Pedeline, who was revamping
The Youngstown
all those
buildings,
homes
yeah.
and turning them into houses for
Isn't
people.
he doing the ones in
Yeah.
Camel?
Yeah. He
Yeah,
bought a
so-
bunch of them.
I mean, it was really nice, and to hear a little background on all of it, and Jimmy, leading us throughout the entire courthouse restoration. It was just amazing. So, I really thank that. And like you said, Carol, YDC, hopefully we're gonna get that $1 million, knock on wood, every bit is necessary and needed. I wanted to congratulate Ryan Tekak, our director of the
Baby.
Board of Health. He had a little baby, and he didn't. His wife did it all. And, I called him to find out if he was coming back to work this past Monday, and he said that he was gonna be off from maternity leave. And I thought, what did you do? I mean, you didn't do anything. Your wife had the baby, and he's gonna take 3 weeks off maternity leave. So we're gonna have to talk to the director, the Board of Health Board, and see how Ryan's, sneaking away. And then he has the audacity to send me photos of that little baby wrapped up in Pittsburgh Steelers garb. I couldn't believe it. So yesterday I took him over some nice little Cleveland Browns outfits, and I took his wife a bottle of Crown Peach and said she needed it. And, so to put up with Ryan and a baby, so. But the little baby, I haven't held a 10-day-old baby in 100 years, and it was such a good little baby. I'm telling you, it's really,
So cute.
it was
I like
cute, cute as a button, so congratulations to Ryan and Rachel Tekak. Ryan's mother, Marilyn Tekak, is good friends with my wife, and they've known each other forever. So we've known Ryan since he was probably 2 weeks old, but long time. And one other thing, not on such a pleasant note, Ken Jacobak, probably one of the finest people you'll ever meet. He holds Patriots Day at the Quaker Steak and Lube. He's always involved in the community, Board of Education member forever. His wife Lena, who is by his side the whole time, had a massive coronary this week and passed. Very unexpected and very sad, and our heart goes out to the Ken Jacobak family on the passing of his wife Lena. She was a sweetheart. She was, his foundation and his backbone. It was really a sad thing to see in our community, and just thoughts and prayers to the Jacobak family.
Thank you, Dave. And I agree. Ken's a great guy, and it's Very sad how that happened. I agree with Carol and Dave. You know, one of the things with this rescue money is that I think people lose sight of the fact that the people who will most benefit by this are very prideful people. They don't want to have to go through a food line to ask or beg for anything. And by having these funds and giving it to an agency like United Way and to the food bank, takes that sting out of somebody thinking, you know what, I'm better than that. I don't have to ask for a free meal. And we were working many, many food drives. And these are very prideful people who came through there, and they couldn't be more thankful. So we're very happy that we have the rescue plan money to give to our community. And believe me, as soon as we got those funds, we gave it to the best agencies in Mahoning County to make sure these people's pride was not put in jeopardy in any way. And those funds and food and services are there. And that's what the three of us do up here, plus a multitude of other things. But the most important thing that we could do as a government is have sympathy, empathy, and understanding of those people in this community who are hurting. Some people don't believe it, but they are. There's some people who really got hit bad during this COVID with respect to people's family members dying, death, suffering, no job, loss of jobs. A lot of places closed up. So these rescue funds that you hear both sides arguing back and forth, this is a stopgap to help families reunite, come together, reestablish themselves, for they can carry on in their life. And we're all of us up here are very proud to give $600,000 to the United Way, $300,000 to the food bank. Because when those funds go into your coffers, we know where that money's going, and that's going to help people. And if that's one thing I could do or say, or we could say when we leave this job or we finished, that we helped the most needy in this community. And you would not believe how many people can't even get a hot meal. So to me, this is good government. This is what government is about. And that's what we are doing. And I want to thank the other agencies as well in Mahoning County that worked with us to do this. So thank you all for doing that. Marty, thank you and your organization for all that you have done. And it's been a whirlwind, to be honest with you. I also want to commend, and Audrey, I don't know if you're listening. Yeah, let me, Audrey.
Yeah, I'm trying to unmute. Okay.
Okay. Well, this article I found today in the pile of mess that I have on my desk, and I feel very remiss if I don't say this. This was an article in June 11th, Vindicator. It was World Elder Abuse Day. And it's a beautiful article in purple power for older people. And I want to commend you and your staff in Krishmu, who is the Protective Services Administrator, for the beautiful comments and what you have done to bring this to light with elder abuse in our community. And I feel remiss, I don't know how this got hid from me, but I did want to say that and tell Krishmu on behalf of us, thank you for all the hard work you and her do, because I know this is your passion.
Yes.
So if you'd like to make a few comments on that, you may.
I would definitely like to give kudos to Krishmu Shipman, who has been here for a very, very long time. And Krishmu is committed, dedicated to the senior population and has continued to do this. This is a passion of hers. So I thank you guys, and I will definitely let her know that you guys acknowledged her for her good work and dedication to the senior population. And she continues to do that. That's why she comes in every day, regardless, to try to get this job done. And thank you.
Audrey. And please pass that on.
I definitely will. And also, I did send you guys an email article regarding our SNAP accuracy rate that we got recognized by the state for our timeliness and accuracy. So we are trying to move right along and do the best job that we can do for our population, our clients.
Thank you. Thank you. And in closing, before I get to Carol, I want to thank Senator Rulli and Michelle Hagan for their hard work, working bipartisanship together to get that funding into the capital budget bill for YDC. One thing I can say to both of those legislators, if you call them, they call you right back. And that's refreshing to see them working together to get the money into that bill. Like Dave said, we're all remaining optimistic that money will help put those programs into place.
Well, I have good news.
Go ahead.
We just got a text message. And Christina and Randy Partika's son, Scott, is standing behind the governor as he signs the budget bill. He has been helping us behind the scenes and on the governor's list. So he hired him as an advisor in the HHS matters. Pretty damn good. We got it signed.
Wow.
So let's give our people a hand. God bless the governor. That's all I can say.
Did you get that, Ed?
I'm glad it was his son, right? Because I know
Yeah.
they would never hire Randy.
No, his son.
No, I
Only
wouldn't
the
think
Port
so.
Authority does
Yeah.
that.
They would never hire Randy.
Governor has
He signed the
funding
budget
for
bill.
YDC in the capital budget,
Yes.
and that's.
1.1 million was in the budget.
1.1 million is in the budget for YDC, and he has signed the whole budget
Okay,
today, of which we are a part of it.
okay, so your 1.1 millions and
Yes. 1.0. I'm sorry. Good God, I'm adding a million.
Maybe they'll throw another 100,000.
Maybe you throw another 100,000 for the aggregation.
We could use it.
Oh, great.
Anyway, I have it right here. I'm so excited.
Fantastic.
Oh,
Carol,
my
that's
God.
great.
This is like a dream come true, I must say.
Well, a lot of hard work. There's no question
Thank you,
about
thank
that.
you, thank you.
All right, anyone else? No? Motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Wait a minute.
Commissioner Ditzler,
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati,
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficant.
Yes. Thank you.